Hi there, this is Mike for dailyfoodandwine.com, and today I'm going to do an expose on one of my personal favorite cheeses. This is Cypress Grove's Aged Goat Milk Gouda Midnight Moon. Now the wonderful thing about this cheese is it's a combination of brilliance between an American cheese producer and good old-fashioned Dutch know-how. So the folks over at Cypress Grove trust that the Dutch know their way around a great Gouda. So this cheese is actually produced in the Netherlands. It's actually made in Holland. And the wonderful thing about it, besides it's a completely bipartisan creation, is that it has incredible breadth of flavor. It truly is an amazingly complex cheese. The flavor starts off with a delicious, sort of lightly sweet, nutty tang, and the finish is the best part about this cheese. It lingers for eons, and it will drench your palate in the most tantalizing flavors of caramel, bourbon, notes of toffee, and it really will linger for just an incredible amount of time. And this actually lends it to several different delicious things. It's wonderful stuff to just eat with a cracker, but me personally, I like to do a little bit of snazziness, throw in a little bit of pizzazz, and I really love fig when I'm pairing it with my goat cheeses. This is no exception, and the wonderful thing about this cheese's consistency is that it's fresher than most Goudas, so it's not necessarily rock hard, but it does splinter very nicely, which makes a very sort of artistic, creative presentation. So what I like to do is I like to take a nice rustic cracker, splinter some Midnight Moon all over it, and then spread a little bit of fig preserve or some sort of lightly sweet jelly or jam that will bring out the delicious flavors in the cheese. So like I said, this is a goat Gouda, has a little bit of a tanginess, a little bit of a saltiness, lots of lingering sweet notes to it. And for wines, honestly, because it's a quote-unquote American-made cheese, you cannot go wrong with the California Red. Cypress Grove is based out of California. I believe it's near McKinleyville. So one of the best things to do is go for California Red, go for a Merlot, or even better, I think a California Cabernet Sauvignon would be the best way to go. Rich, juicy fruitiness that's going to bring out some of the delicious flavors in this cheese. And besides that, if you're more of a beer drinker, I have perfect beer choice for you. I personally am a huge fan of the cask-aged beers, and these cask-aged beers lend a very distinct finish to the beer. So personally, I've been enjoying Innis & Gunn, which is a brand of aged, cask-aged beers, basically. So there's two different options that I think go with this cheese. One is the original, which comes in a Scotch cask, and the other is a rum cask, both of which have just delicious toffee vanilla notes on the finish, and they bring out that wonderful lingering tang that this cheese champions, sings high praises of. So hopefully in the near future you'll get a chance to sample some of the delicious goodness that is Midnight Moon, and hopefully I've tantalized your taste buds. So thank you so much for watching, and as I always say, the only way to know a cheese is to eat it. So eat up!